Let's go. Yeah!
This is the Morning Swim Show for Monday, August 15th, 2011. I'm your host, Peter Bush. In the Finis Monitor today, we'll talk to Leslie Livingston. She's the new 50 backstroke world record holder in the 50 to 54 Masters age group. Leslie joins us right now in the Finis Monitor from Vienna, Virginia. Hey, Leslie, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hi, Peter. Thanks for having me on today.
Vienna, Virginia, right outside D.C., right?
Yes, right outside D.C.
Well, congratulations on your world record.
Thanks. I was really thrilled.
Now, that's your first long course world record, correct? But not your first short course.
Right. It's my first long course world record, and I set 3 short course world records back in March.
And that's because I hear you are quite the speedster underwater, which, you know, we don't hear about as often with master swimmers. So it lended you...
No, that's right. When I started Masters, actually, I had a lot of shoulder troubles for a couple years, so I started kicking more. And I decided to really focus on the underwater dolphin kick, and it made me much faster. And it's a weapon some of my competitors don't have, so I'm really happy I went that way.
Now, were you a great underwater dolphin kicker in the past as well?
No, you know, I was an age group swimmer, and we never really did that. We never dolphin kicked underwater. We just, you know, started flutter kicking right away. So yeah, this is all new for me.
Think of the missed opportunities.
I know. It's so true.
Well, better late than never to find that hidden talent.
Yeah.
So do you think more people, you know, swimming masters could use that as a weapon, or do you really feel like you were just naturally talented at it, just never really realized it?
I definitely think more masters could use it than do currently. But I hear a lot of masters say, oh, I'm not very good at it, and then they don't train it. I mean, you've got to train sprint dolphin kick if you want to improve underwater. You can't just talk about it. You have to actually do it every single practice, do speed sets that are just kicking and the like. So I think more people could do it than do. On the other hand, you do have to have, you know, good core strength. If you have a bad back, that would probably interfere with the dolphin kicking.
So what kind of training? You mentioned some sprint sets, but get a little bit more specific if you can on what you do to make your dolphin kick so good.
Well, I train rather unconventionally. Most of the time in practice, I'm either going fast or slow, at race pace, maybe above race pace. I don't do any aerobic work. I also do, I'd say, maybe 40 to 50% of my workouts kicking. And probably 80% of that, I kick with fins or monofin. So I'm getting a lot of strength training when I'm in the water. In terms of the sets I do underwater shooters, which would be a whole length of the pool underwater. I'll do 50s, where I only breathe at the turn, and just a lot of speed kicking. Lots of fast stuff.
So you're not going to be setting any 200 world records anytime soon, but you've but you're very good with the sprint specialties, especially ones like fly and back that require the dolphin kick.
Right, right. I stick to the 500s these days.
A lot of people would think you're very smart for doing that.
Yes, I love them. You know, I didn't have the chance to do all these 50s and the 100 IM as an age grouper, so that's one thing I love about Masters, you know.
Leslie, have you been swimming your whole life?
No, I stopped swimming at 18. I actually hurt my rotator cuff in college my freshman year, so I stopped swimming for 24 years, and I didn't come back to Masters till I was 44.
Who do you love watching swim today?
I love watching Natalie Coughlin because she's beautiful underwater and she has the smoothest backstroke. In terms of masters, I think my favorite masters to watch is Mike Ross because he's also all about the underwater dolphin kicking.
Yeah. Well, you know, maybe it was about 15 years ago now when people like, you know, Missy Hyman and others started really pioneering the dolphin kick and eventually spurred the rule changes where you can only go to 15 yards or 15 meters. You know, I guess if those rules hadn't been changed, you'd probably be kicking a full 50 meters today and going even faster.
I don't know about the full 50, but I wish I could stay underwater a little bit longer. I'm always right on that 15-meter mark every start, so I'm sometimes a little anxious about being DQ'd. I'd rather go further.
They usually give you a 1 or 2 meter leeway. Usually, we should say. We have seen it from time to time in high-profile situations, I think Natalie Coughlin included.
Right, right.
What did you think of the recent World Championships and the National Championships?
Oh, they were very exciting to watch. I mean, there's a lot of new people on the scene and a lot of competition for the U.S. swimmers, that's for sure.
Yeah, America's got some very talented young backstrokers, both on the men's and women's side, so it's exciting.
Yes, yes. Missy Franklin, Liz Pelton, Elizabeth Beasley, it's great to watch them.
All right, so when are we going to see you breaking world records again?
I'm not sure. My next focus actually is probably yards. I'd like to, try the 50 and the 100 backstroke, try to get the yards records in that. So that's kind of my next on my horizon. I don't want to jinx myself, but that's kind of what I'm looking at.
Well, you're built for short course.
I'm not really built for short course. I'm really small by swimming standards. I'm only 5'4", and
that's my point. Short people who are great underwater kickers are great at short course.
Well, I think actually the tallest swimmers do better in short course because they get further off the starts and turns. But I do think that when you are shorter, it may be slightly easier to learn the dolphin kick. You may be a little more connected with your core. It might be easier. So, could be true.
Well, congratulations on the world record, and good luck setting more later this year.
Oh, thank you very much, Peter.
All right, that's Leslie Livingston joining us in the Finis Monitor. That is it for today's show. I like her training style. I'm Peter Bush, reminding you to keep your head down at the finish.